Happy Sunday. You know I got my little church on here on Sundays. I'm doing some things the same, some things different. Listen to this. In your belly. Hello, beautiful. I got on listening to Smile. Changeling, 548. Listen, it's gotta get down. Yeah, this is my favorite part right here. I work to these all the time, so I like think about it. I put my own words to it. That's okay, girl. I feel it. Like, this is my favorite part, ain't it though? Hiya, Laura. This is what I listen to, guys. So Facebook been different for me, guys. Facebook been different for me, but that's okay. Because I've been putting in work. I put together some new stuff. I got all kind of fun stuff happening. I got charged up in the name of love off my family. Been around them, you know, all month. I swear, it's been so great, right? So we went through some hard times as a family, but we came together in those hard times. That's what happens, guys. When you have hard times, you come together more with people, right? So as you go through things in your life, people come together more as the old things that people said were supposed to be important fall away. New things come in. I missed you too, Aunt Laura. We had my other aunt was here, and she was in Pittsburgh, and I had to give her a massage, and you know, I try to massage her as much as I can so I can have a free place to stay when I go to Atlanta. I love you guys. She would let me stay there no matter what, but you know, the give and receive, we try to do that. So, you know, guys, I was hijacked. My Facebook page was hijacked. It's totally different, but it was a universal push, man. It was like the biggest universal push, because like I had been going through all kind of things about Facebook, like, should I do it? Should I don't do it? Like, do people want to heal? Do people even want to? You know, you come on here and you do these live videos and you run into so much sometimes, right? It's just like an abundance of just people needing healing, wanting healing, looking for healing, all kind of things, right? Do you guys feel the greatness all over? There goes my dryer. Do you feel the greatness all over? Do you? Because I do. I really do. Like, I know that there are really bad things going on out here. For sure I know that, right? Share a little bit here. So, I know for sure that we have bad things going on, but I also know for sure that right now, it's like magical out here, right? So like, it's hard to see the magic when you don't love yourself. And so, a lot of the people that I talk to that like aren't loving on themselves, it's hard for them to see the magic through what they're going through. And I get it. Like, it really is hard to see the magic sometimes whenever you're hurting, right? So, I love you guys. And I know what it feels like to hurt, but I also know what it feels like to go from hurt to, like, greatness, right? So that's why I share these things. And, like, I've been getting a lot of messages lately, even though, like, my Facebook got hacked and everything, somehow people have been just finding their way to me. So thank you. I love the universe. I love how the universe works. A lot of people have been messaging me about the end of times. And, you know, I even went through a little thing a couple weeks ago of feeling it. And all these things are going on. And all these really big things are going on, right? But it's not the end of times for me, guys. I got shit to do. I'm the best deliberate creator alive. I want to create greatness from here. Like, I've created up to here, and I want to go from here to more greatness. So I don't want to talk about that end of time shit with you. I mean, whatever your religion is and whatever that is, like, I honor and respect everyone. My heart has always been a loyal heart, like a really super fucking loyal heart, right? But like, the loyalty in my heart is like, I put me first in my heart, and then I can be loyal to everyone else, right? So it's not like this, I don't know, man. I've been getting messages and I've been having conversations a lot about, you know, loyalty and just hard times and end of times. And guys, creating is a process. Creating is a journey. Your vibration, your vibes mean every single thing to this journey, right? So like, we all have good things and bad things that happen. We all have lightness and darkness within us. We all are whole and becoming re-aware of that, right? And I try to help. I try to help you. So I have been, you know, before I got hijacked, before Rohit stole my shit, I was thinking I wanted to do more public speaking events. I wanted to really be around the people and be, you know, I like to be around people. That makes me excited, right? And so I was kind of like, you know, not sure, like, really what to do. And I was like kind of wavering back and forth on it a lot. And I put a lot of work into a lot of different spaces. And guys, no matter what you're doing, you're not wasting your time. And so as long as you're going forward and as long as you're feeling greatness about what you're doing, there's no real wrong way, right? Like, I watched this movie the other day, and I don't even know what it was called, but I think it was like a movie that was based off a series or something. But it was basically about, like, this kid kept being able to go back and change. Like, he kept, like, he would make a decision, and then it would end up being the wrong way, and then he'd go back to, like, that pivotal moment, and then he'd make another decision, and then it would change it. Like, it was like this, made life like a video game. And that really makes sense to me, because it's like, I think, like, the freaking out part comes with, like, oh my God, I have to make this decision right now. But you don't have to make this decision right now. You know, there's greatness all over. If you go the wrong way at first, you're always going to have a chance to come back onto the right way, you know, unless you go too far the wrong way, and then maybe you have to start over. I'm not sure. But, you know, when you don't love yourself, you are making a lot of decisions out of fear. When you don't love yourself, like you as a person, a lot of the decisions that you make are like fear and like survival, right? And so like, I know what it feels like to be like afraid that you weren't going to survive. But that's a frame of mind. Like that's a reality that you put yourself in. And so, you know, love is so many things, guys. Love, you know, a lot of people, I talk about love all the time. And so I'm always talking to people about love and things like that. And love is so deep. Love is so huge. Love is huge. Love isn't putting somebody in a box. Love isn't a title that you have. Love isn't, you know, your school that you went to. Love isn't the money that you make. Love isn't, you know, love is something else. Love is like what you feel, what you attract, what you see, what you go through, what you experience in your life, right? So like, love is everything, the good and the bad. You know, there's definitely something good in Rohit stealing my shit. I'm trying to share it to groups, but I don't really know how to. You know, there's something good in every person that I met that liked me or didn't like me. Love is what we are made of, right? And I think a lot of people, I know because I did it, like, you ignore certain things because it hurt too bad or something, right? And so you ignore them because you don't want to keep focusing your energy on that. But sometimes what you don't realize is, like, you shut certain things off from being able to get to you, like, by shutting off that love because of what you went through. Like, the way I look at life is so much funner because it's like, you don't, you can't be wrong. Like, you can't ever be wrong. You know, I practice sacred sex. If you are out here doing whatever, you're not wrong. I mean, that's your way. That's what's beautiful about this. That's what's beautiful about the people that I've been meeting. So, you know, I'm bringing you guys the love juice. So what I do is I just take what goes on in my life and try to find the love in it. And sometimes that takes me a couple minutes, and sometimes that takes me a couple days. But, you know, guys, I came from the doo-doo. I came from the doo-doo. So from 13 years old to 23 years old, I had a knee injury that, you can keep it, Jen. I don't really know. My friend Anna didn't share with me if you guys should, like, delete that page. She never said that. So, you know, I don't know. But I have a video, and Jen, that I just put on my page about how to keep yourself protected from the hijackers. And so a lot of it has to do with, like, looking at the friends, you know, and I was really guilty for that. I would just, like, add people, and I never really, like, looked at their page, so I guess a lot of them are coming in from, like, certain pages or something like that. But there's a video on my page that tells you how to, like, keep yourself protected, and she was super dope for giving that to us. Thank you, Anna. I love your guts, because I didn't know about that. But, anyways, you know, guys, I, from my pain, used to think healing. From the deepest pain I've ever experienced in my life, I used to think healing. You know, I would be in doctor's appointments with doctors, and they would tell me these surgeries that I needed to get, or these, you know, I had to get a knee replacement and all of that. And I would think that there's just going to be something out of this world that's going to happen to me, right? And, you know, my friends and my mom and my dad would be like, what the fuck do you mean? You know, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I researched that, and they cut your leg, they cut your bones, and, you know, you have to go back in. I love you. And I just kept thinking that there's going to be, like, this miraculous thing that comes up for me in my life that's going to help me heal, right? And, you know, I tried a lot of things through that journey. I would hear about this, and I would hear about that, and I would hear about all kind of things. And then I heard about integrated body work, and I went and got the work. And, like, it was, like, the most gentle doctor I'd ever met in my whole entire life. And it was so different. It was in a church. He didn't talk. You laid face down. You know, it was weird. But from the time I went there, you know, it maybe was like 6 months or something, and I experienced a whole healing. Like, not only was my knee healed, but, like, my mind was healed. Like, not, you know, and it's like I had this fresh mind to start from. And so I never felt like I was part of everybody's reality, because when I was little, I was hurt. So, you know, when everybody was out running around and doing their thing, I wasn't doing those things. I was sitting there hurt. I was the observer. I was the watcher. I was very much in my head all the time, because my knee injury took me out of general population. I was just kind of like sitting off to the side, not doing what most 13-year-old kids would do. And so, you know, guys, I thought I was being punished a long time of this journey. Like, what did I do wrong? What did I do bad? What did I do? Like, I must have done something really bad to be in this place. And so the universe, guys, has really funny ways of just pushing you places and pushing you to learn things. And, you know, that push-pull is really amazing, because it's like, it's better than you know, especially if you don't love yourself. If you're not out here loving yourself, and it's a process, guys. It's not just like, boom, you're like, one night talking to your friends, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna love myself. It doesn't really work like that. However, you can wake up tomorrow and put in 5 new ways to love yourself. Put in 1 new way to love yourself, because, you know, just small energetic shifts in your life make massive movement in your life. And so, you know, a lot of the messages I've been getting lately kind of have the energy around them like stuck. And I've been going through a lot of things, but guys, I don't feel stuck. And so I love you guys. I love you that you can just even admit that you feel stuck. And I'm here to say that any small energetic change forward is going to drastically change what you have going on. You just have to be patient with yourself and be proactive in making the changes for yourself. You know, I saw a girl the other day post about, you know, charging for readings, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is somebody really still on this? You know, I've put a lot of money and time to invest into the work that I do. And, you know, it's funny because what I do, it's not readings, it's body work, it's energetic healing. And, you know, even the people that do readings, I know you put a lot of time and you put a lot of energy into learning these things to help right now in the new earth, right? So everybody that I know and everybody that I'm associated with, we put a lot of time and money and value into ourselves to be able to come out and charge money and help when we're needed and come in like angels when we're supposed to and all those things, right? And so I was having a deep conversation last night with a great friend of mine, and we were talking about loyal hearts and how, you know, he was saying, we were talking about love, and I just love how things work. So, you know, I do energy work, I do body work, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I believe that our emotion, so your body takes on stress, chemical stress or emotional stress the same way, right? And so when you're releasing, it can come through your skin. You know, we talk about releases a lot, guys, but it's deep, right? So it's deep, it's in your subconscious, is all this stuff, right? So I have eczema on my fingers. I don't know if you guys can see. It's feeling better today a little bit, but so we're all going through things right now, right? I love you guys. I have eczema on my 3 fingers on my right hand and my 3 fingers on my left hand, right? And I do massage work. So, you know, what I've been noticing, like, is ever since I got my regression, it's kind of been, like, bothering me a little bit more. And I knew even before I got my regression that we have meridians that run through our bodies, right? Up and then all the way through. And these 3 fingers link with like your 3 chakras in the middle, right? So we're in the solar plexus, the heart, and the throat right here. Makes sense, right? To everything that I've been going through. When I hear it, it makes sense to me. And so I was talking to a friend of mine, and she does all kind of like natural like soaps and stuff. And she was saying how she had heard that eczema was deep emotions not being expressed. And like, so like, you know, the universe along the way will like give you these nuggets plus the knowledge that you already have. So we're just expanding awareness all the time. I never get on here like I'm better than you guys. I just try to talk about this stuff so you can see how something that really is like in your way is really like you are in your own way. It's really like you need to get deeper in the awareness of yourself. You need to get deeper in the awareness of your body. You need to get deeper in the awareness of what you got going on in your life. Like, so self-love is all those things, like for yourself. Like, how is your life? How is your work? How are your relationships? How is your physical body? How do your guts feel? That's what's important. And so, you know, it's funny because I'm the best deliberate creator alive, and I have a lot of people message me all the time about like me being perfect. And it's like, I'm not perfect at all. There's a lot of things I'm really good at, and then there's some things that are a little bit harder for me, right? It's just like the way that you value yourself, the way that you value your words, your thoughts, your actions, how you know, self-love is so fucking huge. So if anyone ever want to message me or talk to me about somebody else, I don't have time for that. All I have time for is to invest in my self-love. I don't have time for small talk. To me, that's dumb. That doesn't get you anywhere, right? I've always been that way. And, you know, the people that are worried about people with loyal hearts, right? You know, I was talking to a friend of mine, and it was funny, like, each conversation you have, how you learn so much about yourself from your conversations with your reflections, right? And so I was just saying, you know, a loyal heart starts with yourself. And so if you're messing around with somebody, girlfriend, guy friend, whatever, right? And they aren't loyal to their heart, how the fuck are they going to be loyal to your heart? They don't even know what that means. Does that make sense to you? So like, if you are in love with your mom, your dad, your sister, your best friend, your whoever, right? And they're not loyal to their heart, like what they want in their heart and in their life, how in the fuck can they be loyal to you? They cannot be. So, you know, I love you guys. I love you guys. And like, I knew that my heart couldn't be loyal to somebody else until I could be more loyal to myself, right? So it's funny because I was always like the weirdo who didn't date. And I was always like the weirdo. It was never cool. Like what I did was never cool. I can't believe I'm at a time right now where how I live is actually really cool. Like this is like where people are trying to get. And like I'm working on something other shit. Of course, that's how it always works, right? But, you know, as I learned to be loyal to myself, I mean, being loyal to yourself is fucking huge, guys. And it's like an onion, and it's like ever, you know, it's like you get this one off, and then you're like, whoa, you know, I have to learn this way to be loyal to myself, and I have to get better with this, and I have to get better with that. You know, I see so many people looking for like loyal, I want a loyal companion, I want more loyal friends and stuff like that, and then they get mad at me because I'm like, well, you know, look in on that. Look in on, you know, if your outside is a reflection of your inside. And so, you know, if you don't have loyal friends and you don't have a loyal companion, that's you. Like, that's really you. And so when your self-love is on blast, you don't give a fuck. Like, when your self-love, like, I don't know, man. I was talking to my friend last night, and it's just like, I have done this for so long that I didn't even know what I was doing was right. I didn't even know that, I'm telling you, man, I felt so wrong. Like, I used to meet up with my girlfriends, and they would tell me, like, that I need to, like, have a sex life and, like, be dating, and, like, I'm over here in my lab, you know, planning trips and like these off the wall. I mean, people said I couldn't do certain things, and like I became a social worker. I worked with the veterans. I have been able to do things people would tell me I could never do, while homegirls over here hung up on homeboy and what they're like. It just always looked really stupid to me. And so, you know, I've been getting messages, like, especially with Always Think Up, like, people always would hit me like I was some kind of relationship counselor, and I would be like, guys, I'm not even good at relationships or anything. Like, I don't have one, I don't fuck with one, I'm here for self-love, I'm here to tell you this, right? But now I know that, like, the shift in, the world, right? Like, people are shifting to learn unconditional love, to have relationships like the way that I view what a relationship should be. So like how I viewed relationships to be, nobody really liked that before. And like that's what we're moving to. Like a relationship for me, like me and my friend were just talking about last night, it's like, yeah, I would really like to have someone to cook with and work out with and share ideas with and, you know, all kind of stuff. But like, you know, there would be certain things that would be hard for me. Like, I don't know how to really cuddle. I don't know how really to share my space. I don't really know how to do all these things. And I am not going to change my mission for what people call is love, because I believe that in my relationship, we're gonna, like, love the same type things. I mean, when you know, I've tried to date people that don't love energy work and that don't love my work, right? And so it was always like this weird thing. Like, we'd be out to dinner and they'd be like, oh, this is my girlfriend, she does voodoo. And I'm like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm an ordained minister and I make money marrying people. And he'd be like, yeah, she's an ordained minister, but she doesn't believe in marriage. And I'd be like, are you kidding me that you're like getting in my money right now? Yeah, this is over. Like, you can take me home right now. So it's not like you have to, like the same things and being like entangled in each other all the time, but like understand one another's passions and promote that and support that. A lot of people out here in relationships trying to change somebody to fit their structure. You know, I've had people see people like date people because they needed a car, see people date people because they needed a house, date people because they needed a job, date people because they needed an in or something. We're moving from all of that. We're moving into just unconditional love, free love, where, you know, you want your mate to be full on love. You want your mate to have good experiences at the store. You want your mate to feel love and all around. Why would you not want that for somebody? Why, if you think that only you can give the love that is needed, that's crazy. Like, I get love everywhere I go, and I love that. And I'll never date a man that tries to change that about me. I have male friends and woman friends. I cut hair, I stay up late, I change plans, I travel last minute, I invite people over to cook, and you know, I love my life. And so, you know, as I'm going through life, I meet people that come in, and, you know, but as soon as it's coming to a place where there's no I need to honor myself, right? Because sometimes you get to a place in these relationships where you're like, all right, like, I really don't fuck with that. Like, okay, for instance, I don't watch football. And so I can't really date a guy that bets football and watches football every Sunday. I mean, it's just like, that's not in my reality. That's kind of like dumb to me. I don't know. I love you guys. If you watch football, I love you. I don't, whatever. It's like WWE to me. It's fake. It's like soap operas. I don't care. Hi, Mark. Guys, listen, I love my friends. I love my up close relationships. You know, I used to think I was bad at relationships because I didn't have like a man, right? But whenever I asked the universe to help me to learn how to love, like about 7 years ago or something, right? And in learning how to love, I learned how to like get involved in my current relationships, the relationships that I have right now in my life, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my communities, my exes, my everything, right? And get involved with those relationships and begin to heal those relationships. Sometimes you heal them up and you come to a new place. Sometimes you push them off to the side, right? But, you know, I do better in relationships, I think, than some of y'all that have been married for like 30 years because that shit's unhealthy. You know, it's like wherever you perceive it. I don't like to put any kind of labels on it or anything like that. But, you know, self-love is sexy. So, you know, I don't know half the time if I'm doing it right. I don't care. I don't follow anybody's rules. I don't try to like buck the system or anything like that. But I'm just out here trying to feel peace in me, feel ease in me, feel joy in me, feel bliss in me. I want to feel peace in my conversations. I want to feel love from my friends. I want to feel inspiration. I want to feel their passion. I love all of you because the people that I talk to and I like interact with and I tell my stuff to, I can feel passion drip from your seams. And I love that about you. I love that you are so passionate, whether it be yoga or love or kids or whatever. When I see your passion drip from you, I fall in love with you. And so how could I ever be in love with a mate if he doesn't really understand my love for the world, like my unconditional love for everything I've been through, everything I'm about to go through, everything I am right now, all of you, all of this, every now moment. I can't pinch myself off from these beautiful now moments to say I did a relationship. I had a beautiful woman come into my life, but it was after I had a lot of time living with myself. I love that. You know, I've been living with myself since I was 17 years old and I'm still working on it, Mark. I love you. You're okay. You know, guys, so I was telling you guys how much I love you guys, my friends. Whether you're up close in my life or far away, You fire me up. You inspire me. I have made a lot of shifts in my life, and I have changed a lot of my friends, and a lot of things have changed for me, but I love where I've gotten it, and that helps me know that, like, self-love really works. Self-love really helps. One of my friends says, you're only good as the energy you receive, and that totally makes sense to me, because it's like, you know, the people that are messaging me that are, like, going through, like, these really bad things all the time, like, you're giving out something. If you're really going through bad things all the time, everyone has the dark and the light, right? But if you're going through bad things all the time, you got something going on with you. You got something deep in there that you need to go in and give it some nurturing, give it some love, and figure out what it needs to do. You know, you can go in and just ask yourself, like, what do you need? What do I need to do? And it might be like, eat beets. And you're like, what? But do that. Start to trust yourself. That's what I'm learning. Breathe and be patient. Focus on you. You know, this is, this journey, we're in it for the win. Hi, love. We're in this journey for the win. And it's the long haul. I'm in it to win it. So I can't, like, hurry up and wear myself down. I have to conserve my strength. I have to fill my tank. I have to eat good. I have to sleep well. I have to, you know, live good. I have to smile often. These are the things we need to be doing. Don't waste all your energy in one basket. And so what I get most of the time, I do healing work. I signed up for this, right? I signed up to jump in people's doo-doo and try to help them around, right? But then I had to know, either you want to come out of your doo-doo, you don't. When I was in the doo-doo, I was ready to come out. If you're not, you're not. That's fine. I honor you anyways, right? So if you are just worried about one thing that's not working, you're going to keep so much focus on that it's just going to keep figuring out a way to not work, right? Sometimes you have to, like, switch your mind to something else, and that's what's so cool is, like, you have work, you have love, you have physical, you have mental, you have spiritual, you have friends, you have adventures, you have nature, you have books, you have this plethora of things that you can get involved with to add self-love, right? So when you're in a stressed out way, all you see is the stress. That's when your fears start to kick up and ramp up. So you have to de-stress to be able to attract what you want into your life. There's always another chance to love you better. We have 86,000 breaths a day. It takes 21 days to form a routine, right? So you can change anything. We just have to come out of our comfort zones. We have to, you know, expand our awareness. We have to see, like, where are we stuck in our lives? I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your eating preferences are. I don't care your sex. I don't care, you know, there's always something that we can all work on. I'm still learning. Like, I take classes and I teach classes. I get coaches and I am a coach. I give energy work and I get energy work. This, like, you're never, like, done. It's like, so many people are like, oh my God, I just want to be done and home. Well, you know, then give up. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't give up. Like, I've been training for this warrior spirit. I'm not here to give up. I don't wish I wasn't here. No matter what I have going on, I don't wish I wasn't here. And every time, like, I'm learning to feel more. I'm learning, you know, my injury when I was a child taught me how to disconnect from feelings. So, like, being a part of my physical body, but disconnecting from feelings, right? And so I was trained that way for a long time. That was my life circumstances. So, like, as now where I'm at in the healing is, like, I'm learning to feel. I'm learning to, like, just let all these feelings come in where I normally would, like, dodge all them off. Like, I'm good. I don't feel anything. I'm cool. I'm totally straight. I don't even feel anything. Like, that's good. That's good. I don't feel anything. But what it was I wasn't letting any of that process. I was just holding on to that. Hence the reason why I have eczema on my hands. And, you know, I was talking to my friend last night and I said, you know, I'm the best deliberate creator alive. And yet I still needed to do subconscious work where I needed to be able to find someone that I could trust to really guide me without trying to mold me into, like, what they wanted that to be. And that's big right now. you know, you get awareness as you're ready for it, right? And so, like, the whole awareness can't just, like, open up for you one day, because I think you would, like, explode, probably, right? And so, as we're going through this, and as we're learning to love ourselves, and as we're becoming more aware each day, each moment, each everything, right? It's slowly going to come to you. But, like, they're in that process of becoming aware. There's one part of it where you're releasing all kind of old ick, right? And then there's another part where you're getting, like, all these new, like, super gnarly downloads of all this greatness, right? And so just this and this, that's a lot going on sometimes, right? And so a lot of people don't understand energy, and a lot of people don't understand what they're going through. And instead of being like, whoa, I'm on, like, an overload, I need to chill and take a bath, they're like, no, I'm the man, I have to go to work, and I have to go to the bar and meet my friends, and I have to pay for my girlfriend to get some stupid thing or whatever, right? That's what's going on right now. And so be patient and be easy, guys. This shift is really happening. Like, this energetic planetary shift is really happening. And I know you guys are seeing it. And I know, you know, that's why people find me out of the blue, because they want to know what's happening. And it's like, I can only give you so much to get you to look into yourself and become aware, because this is all in all of us. We're all connected. We're all one, right? But what I'm seeing, even in myself sometimes, right? But in a lot of my clients and the people I work with, a lot of people are, like, comfortably uncomfortable. So, you know, you're sitting in a job that you just absolutely fucking hate. Like, when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I hate this job. You're sitting in a relationship and you're like, I hate this person. And you're sitting in a family and you're like, oh my gosh, when I'm around these people, I feel like doo-doo. Or you're you know, there's all these different ways. But instead of, so, you know, you'll talk to me and I'll say, find new normals. You know, things that support your spirit. And so I'm like, you know, sometimes you have to, like, change. Sometimes you have to do something different to get something different. And so, like, if, you know, I have a client that's going through a relationship, I'm like, leave your relationship. They're like, I can't. And I'm like, all right, well, that's up to you. You know, I have a client that right now hates their job. And I'm like, okay, you got to quit your job. Find something that fills up your spirit. No, I really can't. My money, my family, everything. All right, well, you know, you have to go with what feels right, not with what feels familiar, especially if the familiar does not feel good. Like, the whole intention of self-love is so you feel good on your inside, so you start attracting everything that you ever loved, right? But if you are just sitting in something like, no, I'll leave this job whenever something better comes up, or I'll leave this man when something better comes up, or I'll leave this friendship whenever something better comes up, you are basically telling the universe, like, I'm cool with this. I'm not going to love myself. I'm going to be a doormat in this situation, and I'm just going to sit here. So to change, you got to do something different. Me too. You know, and even if it's a relationship, if it's your work, no matter what, if you go from that place of confusion and just not feeling good to extreme self-care, you will change the situation. So, you know, you could look at your diet, you could look at your, you know, working out, you could look at your body work, your meditation. You have to have love and compassion for yourself to get it from others. You have to have respect and loyalty for yourself to get it from others. Once you make energetic shifts to that, then you'll attract all that you ever dreamed of. And it's like, as you start to shift, then you'll get a little crumb. And as you shift a little bit bigger, then you'll get a little bit of bigger crumb. That's how beautiful it is. You know, we're afraid sometimes that we can't do certain things, right? So we've all been hurt. Why do bad things happen to good people? We've all been hurt. You know, I just went through something like this, you know, in the past month. Why do people hurt people? Why, you know, I'm so much love. Why do people try to hurt me? You know, I felt that. But bad things happen to good people to make you love yourself more, to make you choose you in that bad place, to make you see how you created that experience to learn to love yourself better. Right? I love you guys. I love you, Mark. You created that bad thing to love you better. When you're going through it, does it feel good? No, it fucking hurts, right? You have to feel it. But you have to rise up to meet your destiny. You know, anybody who thinks that they're just going to like walk straight into their destiny is insane, I think. Because this self-love is self-work. It's work. It's time put in. It's making time for you in your routine. It's putting you first in your routine. It's charging you up before you come out to give to the world. You know, some of you guys treat your fucking cell phones better than you treat your bodies. Like, oh my gosh, is my phone on full? And then meanwhile, you didn't even sleep last night. You're not eating, but you're like, is my phone charged up? Get out of here with that shit, man. Love yourself. I wish you guys were near me because I've been cooking it up. Them healthy fats, guys. That's what I've been doing. I've been feeling a lot of stuff in my guts for like the past 2 weeks, so I made a big thing of bone broth, and I've been putting ginger and turmeric, and I've been eating healthy fats. I got some duck fat, I got some pork fat, I've been doing a lot of greens, a lot of veggies, a lot of vinegar. Guys, I love you guys. There's a power in you, and it's for you. There's a power in you, and it's for you. You know, these bad things that you guys are talking about, I just accept them in my life. I'm like, oh shit, well that happened. Now, you know, you'll go through some things. Like first, you know, just like Rohit stealing my shit. I'm like, fuck Rohit, I'm so mad. And then I'm like, oh, whatever, it happened. What am I gonna do? I mean, I can't change the fact that Rohit stole my shit. You guys think I don't want to? Yeah, I want to. So, you know, I have to plug away at it while I'm loving myself. I have to like email them and go play with my baby. I had you guys do a little SOS, and then I played with my baby. I have to love on myself. I have to fuel my muscles and my guts. Guys, listen. You know, if you say that you can't, then you're surrendering your power. You know, you can do anything. You can be anything that you want to be in this world. But your thoughts, your words, your actions create your life. Your vibrations attract the things that you're getting in your life. Everybody has light and dark. Do not be afraid to look at your darkness. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's real work to love yourself. It's real big, huge, massive work to love yourself. But I see that there are so many people out here that are just little plugs. And it's just, they're perfect timings. They're the perfect price. They're on the perfect day. Guys, look. When you look for the greatness, you'll see the greatness. If you fall into the social norms of, the chaos and the hectic, then that's what you're going to feel. So it's real work to love you, but you're worth it. It's real love. It's real work to love you, but you're worth it. And you know, I know that because that's something that I say to myself. You're worth it. You're enough. You know, sometimes, you know, you get to a level and you're like, man, I want to get to another level. You know? But it's like you have to love yourself to that next level. It's not even you're not even gonna want that level. If you don't love yourself to the next level, you ain't even gonna want it. I love you guys. I hope right now that you guys are creating some new stuff. You know, now I'm doing these videos like, whatever, they might not even be here, right? I'm not even really focusing anymore really on this platform. For everything just to be up and taken away from me, I'm like, whoa. At least if I'm out here doing public speaking events, they can't take my fucking memories. This shit's crazy. I don't even, like, you know, I used to be able to go through my memories and see my old videos and see what I had going on last year, 6 years ago, and I can't see any of that now, and that's so friggin' crazy. I mean, luckily I have what I have up here, but it's just like, obviously I have to change my shit, right? I love you guys. We're all changing shit. We're all learning to love ourselves. We're all becoming more and more aware every single day. You know why? Because we're all connected. I love you guys. Happy Sunday.